All right, so table gives us populations of 5 different countries: China, India, USA, Ethiopia, and Mexico, and the population. So keynote of advice, the number with the highest power is the biggest. Anything to power 9 is a billion. Anything to power 6 is a million. So between that is between a million and a billion. Clearly, China has the biggest, followed by India. So these are just facts, we just need to know this. Now, A, write down 9.7 times 10 to the power 7 as an ordinary number. So this is firstly 10 million. So 9.7 times 10 million. The trick is that the 7 represents the number digits after the 9. So 7 counts as one of them. So 10 to the power 7. So we're going to have 9 and then 7 digits. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and just put the commas here. Voila, 97 million. Put this as an ordinary number, so this answer wouldn't be correct. 97 million would, yeah? The population of Russia in 2014 was 140 million, so here we go. Write 140 million standard form. Well, again, firstly, it's the number digits after the first digit. So we have here 3, 6, 8 digits. So it's just going to be 1.4 times 10 to the power of 8 digits. So in 2014, there were more people living in China than there were in the USA. How many more? Okay, so let's see China and USA firstly. So China is 1.4 times 10 to the power 9, and China is 3.2, and USA is 3.2 times 10 to the power 8. So China is obviously far bigger. Let's subtract them, yeah? So we're going to have 1.4 times 10 to the power of, was it 9? Yep. Minus 3.2 times 10 to the power of 8. Let me just double check those figures. Yep. One easy way, of course, is to just smash this in the calculator and get an answer. Alternatively, if you can't do that, the idea is to make them both have the same power so you can actually do this subtraction. So how do we do this? Well, what we could do is scale this value. So instead of writing 1.4 times 10 to the power 9, I could multiply, I can pull out a 10 from this to make it 10 to the power 8 and give that 10 to this one. So it'd be 1.4 times 10, which is 14. Now, or you can now, thankfully, this is easy. So now we can actually subtract this. Since they're both 10 to the power 8, we can do 14 take away 3.2. Should give us 10.8 times 10 to the power 8. Oh my god, that actually looks so similar. And then in standard form, we just push the decimal back one place. So we just take a 10 out of this and give it to this figure here. So this is now going to give us 1.08 times 10 to the power of 9. So the idea is, if you're going to pull out 10 from this, you have to give it to the other guy. If you're taking the 10 from here, you give it to the figure in front of it. So that's your answer, 1.08 times 10 to the power 9. Just double check in the calculator and just see if you actually do get a result, because I'm curious. Okay, all right, you actually get the big answer, but you can just count digits. It says here you get 1.08 billion, so it's fine. All right, let's move on to part D. So in 2014, the population of India was K times the population of Mexico. So we can say, population of India equals K times the population of Mexico. So just replace the figures. Give your answer to the nearest whole number. So find value K. So that means K is obviously, if you divide population of Mexico, so we can say K is the population of India over the population of Mexico. All right, let's do it. India over Mexico. So you can even put this in your calculator. 1.3 times 10 to the power 9 over 1.2 times 10 to the power 8. So it is a calculator after all. Power 9, 1.2 times 10 to the power 8. Easy. So 1.3 over 1.2 we need to work out. You can just put that in your calculator, I suppose. You get 13 over 12. Okay. As a decimal. So you get 1.083 ... times, and 10 to the power 9 over 10 to the power 8 would just be, so subtract the powers, you get 10 to the power 1, so just 10. So give your answer to the nearest whole number. Okay, so give it to the nearest whole number. So actually solve this. That means you should get 10.8. If you multiply this, you get about 10.833. Nearest whole number, so 11.